Grazie is not Italian.
It is.
I don't think.
Yes, it is Italian.
Grazie.
Well, I should have known.
Grazie.
I've played Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I know how this works.
Non parlo italiano. Sono unfortunato. But yeah. That's like the extent of my Italian use right there.
Cazzo. That's the only word you need.
Figlio de putania, too, means motherfucker.
And to all our Italian fans, you're welcome.
All 0 of you.
We probably just butcher your language, but, you know.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, it's fun.
Butchering languages?
Yeah, I think it's funny. I love butchering the English language. We're British. We do it all the time.
Sure, buddy.
Like, where do these slang words come from all the time? We fucking love making them. It confuses Americans.
We should talk about that.
Yeah, we should. We need to have a word.
On some sort of platform where people discuss things.
Like a
topically.
podcast?
Oh, I have an idea.
Podcast?
Why don't we start the episode of the podcast?
This is
a podcast. What?
Oh my god, you broke the fourth wall.
So
My cock
on the
shouldn't
count
be
of
out.
3, we start a musical.
We start a musical?
Yeah.
No.
With DJ on the shitty role.
No, I won't do that. I will leave.
Jordan, please.
I did all my singing last night. If you missed it, that's not my fault.
I'm sorry. Another episode of the Shifty podcast. I'm Luis, aka SpartanSloth, and today we have
Ray Narvaez Jr., aka TJ1023.
Too soon, buddy. Too soon.
You mean too soon?
He didn't die.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Look.
You know what I mean.
No, I don't. Anyway, did Jordan want to introduce herself so I can explain the topic
I'm
after?
Jordan, MissJiinx. I'm back again. Say what?
Yes.
And she's not Slim Shady.
I'm the real Slim Shady.
Exactly.
See?
You're not just any Slim Shady.
He's Slim Shady.
And I'm Knuckles. And at the moment, I was just gonna try carry on.
Back.
Yeah.
Back again.
And yeah, I'm TDBTyler, and if I randomly yell out in this podcast or distract or disturb anyone, it's because there's a really important football game or soccer game, whatever, going on at the moment that I'm watching. Yeah. Reading versus Arsenal in the Wembley Stadium semi-finals of the FA Cup, and for somehow it's in extra time. Like, if the game, if Reading just got destroyed like I expected them to, it would have been in perfect time to record the podcast, but it went to extra time, which... yeah.
I recognize that everything you just said was in English, yet I didn't understand half of it.
It's fine. I'm sure some of the British people would be like, oh, cool. Spoiler alert as well, this game would have ended a week ago, so they would already know if I'm going to have a good time or a bad time in this podcast.
So nobody's caught the golden snitch yet?
Nah, not yet.
Nice reference. I know what you're talking about, TJ.
I feel like everybody and their mother should know exactly what he's talking about. If you don't know what Harry Potter is, you just need to... I don't even know what you should do with your...
Not only Harry Potter.
I have some friends who don't know. They know what Harry Potter is, but they don't subscribe.
It's just that there was this specific Quidditch game that lasted for like a week or something like that. Like, it lasted a very long time.
How did kids not die from that one? Like, there was always that story in Harry Potter that there was like an extremely long game, and I was like, that should have killed them, like, from starvation and dehydration.
Wizards. Are you really questioning something about reality in a story about wizards?
Yes.
Can't the same thing sort of happen in baseball too?
God,
like, you can have really long games if it's tied up, because if it's tied up, it like keeps going, so you can have more than 9 innings.
I remember there was that tennis match in Wimbledon that went on until the night because they just couldn't beat each other. And I sat there and went, shit, this is never going to end. Like, it keeps on like going back and forth.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, there was a baseball game that lasted 2 days, and it was 33 innings.
Really?
It took more than 8 hours over 2 different days to complete.
Did anyone die?
I mean, I'm just reading the clip notes.
Oh, there you go, Tyler.
Also, while we're talking about sports, there was a weird situation that happened recently.
The World Cup.
No, not the World Cup.
What?
Jesus, that happened ages ago. Oh, because you're
is that even
Brazilian.
considered recent?
The wound is still open.
Oh, jeez.
Calm down,
But-
Brazil.
7-1, never forget.
Yeah, you guys got smashed, but
We got a new one opened up.
I'm kind of glad Brazil did, because you deserve to get beaten by Colombia after you nearly snapped all their players.
We got defeated by Germany.
I
What
know,
are you
but
talking about?
the match beforehand, Colombia deserved to go through. The Brazil team was playing like really dirty in that game. It was like a disgrace to your nation.
Listen, buddy.
Listen.
If we want to rub our nipples during the game, that's our business.
Not that kind of dirty.
Oh, okay. Oh, so yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. It pissed me off because Colombia had like that one really good striker. Well, he had a really good goal, and he was put in the limelight for that team. I'm sure that they have other better players, but
Shout
they
out
had
to the cops.
Yeah, you can hear them. That's been distracting.
I can
me.
hear the sirens.
Shout out!
What did you do?
I did nothing. I'm just
It's all
going to leave my
your
push to talk
fault. They're
on.
coming for you.
Oh no, they're going straight by.
Nope, they're actually going to arrest the football players.
They're going straight by. Oh no! But yeah, Colombia had one player called James, spelled James, but like they kept on fucking like taking him out. Like every single time he had the ball, he got snapped, and then Neymar gets kneed in the back and is injured, and everyone's like, "Oh boo-hoo, Neymar's injured."
Well,
I was
to be
like,
honest-
well, fucking James was getting chopped all the
To be
time.
honest, Neymar's a
You
fucking
deserved it.
asshole.
Yay!
And I'm Brazilian. Just saying.
Yeah. I guess I was a bit salty about the World Cup because the host nation, I know that there's like a lot of host spirit and, you know, you're supposed to be behind your home team. But there were parts of it that I found very disrespectful. Like, your team would always go on to do the second verse of your national anthem.
That was, yeah.
Yeah. I was
Man,
like, that's disrespectful to the other countries. And plus, if England did that, you guys wouldn't want it. Like, the other
I
verses of our national
completely
anthem
agree.
is fucked.
Like, when they did that on the first game, I was like, oh my god, please don't, just fucking stop, you know? Because the other teams, the other nations, they have to get their national anthems shortened out. So why the fuck do we have to be all special and be like, oh, let's sing our entire national anthem? Just fucking don't. You're being an asshole. That's not being patriotic. And so, but you know, a lot of people were like, oh, this is so beautiful. Just no.
I reckon the
Stop.
the first game, I was kind of like, okay, that's cool because they've just opened up the ceremony. You know, this is the first match
But it
that's
kept
happening.
on going.
But it kept on happening, and I was like, dudes, like, really, it's kind of disrespectful now. Like, you wouldn't want England to do
really
ours.
disrespectful. I was pissed at that. Like, I was pissed at a lot of things during that World Cup. A big part of the country was like, nope, we don't want none of that. And still, you know, we wasted a fuckload of money with overpriced construction works.
Oh, yeah. I heard a lot about that in the lead up to the World Cup. Jeez.
Hey, Jinx,
Yes.
do you watch soccer?
Nope.
Me neither.
Sorry.
Sorry
I don't watch soccer either. I just watched the World Cup, but I'm still sour about a lot of
Didn't
things.
even watch the
Sorry.
World Cup.
Jordan,
10
why?
out of 10 did not care.
Oh, interesting fact. An American international plays for Reading. So, yeah. No one cares. They're from America. It's like if I said a Brazilian international was playing.
No, I wouldn't care too. Sorry, but
yeah. Fuck's sake.
I don't care about football. I just watched the World Cup and that's it because it's the fucking World Cup.
You just watched the one thing and cared about it.
Well, we have like a bunch of other games with other like small clubs and all that. I don't give a shit.
Okay,
really.
to be fair, I can sort of agree with that. For the most part, I don't pay attention to baseball, but when the World Series comes around and the Red Sox are in the World Series, I'll watch it.
Yeah, stuff like that,
Everyone watches the Super Bowl, even English people that don't. Okay.
I didn't watch the Super Bowl either. I don't give a flying fuck about sports anymore.
Sports
go sports. Go
Get the
team,
points.
Yeah.
The only
I don't
reason
care.
I wish I'd watched the Super Bowl was... sorry.
Not gonna lie, I tuned out most of that conversation you guys were having.
Sorry.
But hey, let's speak of other
it's
kinds of sports.
I don't sports.
Like freeing alien slaves.
No, Lewis, I remembered you.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
Lewis, you sidetracked one of my points that I was going to make because you started talking about the World Cup. But this will be the last sports-related thing, okay?
Okay.
Okay, can we make that a thing? Okay, for everyone else so they can enjoy it.
I think for the audience, that's going to be extremely surprising because I don't think we talked about sports at all in 63 episodes.
They're like, these nerds, they know nothing. Oh my god, they talk about sports.
Sports?
There was a weird match recently where a referee made a mistake right at the end of the game. It was England's under-19s women against Norway's under-19s women, and it was for a qualification match. And it was 2-1, and England scored through a penalty at the end. But for some reason it was disallowed, and the referee made a mistake. So what happened... Shut up, Louise, who typed the message while I was talking. It's distracting. But what happened was... because of that mistake, they were told they had to replay the match from the penalty, and there was only 18 seconds left of the entire game. So everyone had to get back, like all the stewards, the referees, well, except for the referee was sent home, but the same linesmen, all the players had to come back, fucking everyone had to go and attend an 18-second long match. It was hardly worth it. But England drew. They managed to score that penalty and play the next 18 seconds and somehow not concede or whatever. I was like, yeah, it's cool. But my god, that's kind of pointless. That was the last sports thing. Now we can talk about dicks and butts and we'll go back to normal.
Speaking of butts, Kay, have you guys played Reign of Kings?
No.
Dude, your character starts out wearing a man thong and it's just ass in your face.
Wait, what?
In the game Reign of Kings.
I'm kind of glad in a way that I haven't heard of this.
Yeah.
It's like H1Z1, but like medieval things.
Now,
and no zombies.
That's like the thing I would absolutely not wear, a man thong. Just no.
I don't think that was in question.
Yeah, no, yeah. That
just putting it out there, I wouldn't wear that.
Would you, TJ? Would you wear a man thong?
I'm just wearing Tumblr.
Man thong. It's very odd because then you just end up staring at your character's ass until you can, make better gear.
I have to ask.
An armored man thong.
I got to ask. Was it like the only thing in the scene?
Well,
oh my god.
No, but if you're looking in third person, because it's a lot easier to play like that, you just see your character's ass. It's just ass in your face.
Ass. Reddit
sounds like my kind of weekend. Wink.
So I'm a bit depressed. Arsenal has just the second scored. Oh, no.
Yay!
What was that about? No more sports.
Well, it's because I asked.
I just want to know when Tyler turns into a hooligan. That's it.
You want to do what? What?
I asked MissJiinx a question, and then I went, "Oh my god!" Because the ball just rolled into the goal, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
No, wait, you didn't. ask the question. I think is.
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
I was like, is it the only thing that's in the shot? And then I went, God damn it, like that in the background. It nutmegged our keeper. That's fucking bullshit. Sorry.
Oh, hey, since we're talking about games, I mentioned a while ago that they had released New and Tasty, which is the remake / reboot of Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. I finally managed to solve the credit card issues, and I bought the game yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And I played that during the free time I had, and I was playing that a little before I started recording. Holy fucking shit, that is just a huge nostalgia and feels trip all the way to the middle, which is where I am. But man, it's like, oh my god, it's fucking amazing. Have you guys, any of you played it?
You know what's funny? I probably played it before you did. Because it sounded like you had a lot of credit card issues with it, you know, or something.
Yeah, it's the thing that I explained. Like, I use someone else's credit card and pay them in cash and all that. It's a thing we have, but it wasn't working, so I had to wait for a few weeks. And that, oh man, that was the biggest gaming boner I've had to hold. Because it's like... it's a half boner for Battlefront because they're still making it. It's not done yet. But once they release it, and I need to save up the money to buy it, the period between releasing it and me actually buying it, it's gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna have to hold a big ass gaming boner as well.
Can we just elaborate? Gaming boner,
dude. Everybody's gonna be at fucking Full Sail when that game comes out. Even I will, and I don't have a penis.
See?
Yeah, like, can we not make that gender specific?
For Battlefront, 100%. That's the thing. Have you never used that before?
I've never heard that term.
How do you describe games to people if they're good or bad if you don't use it in measurements of boner size? Like,
wow.
How many boners did you pop during that trailer?
So. Let's say there's a game.
No, it's more of a. Were you at like full mast when you saw that trailer? Or was it just like a half chub? Like...
I was gonna say, like, if you're not impressed, I'm not impressed by this game. It's a half chub.
Wait, you guys say half chub?
Half chub. What do you guys call it when it's not quite there?
I've heard half chub before.
We have words in Portuguese for that.
I would laugh if it translates to be honest, chub. Like, I don't even think that's a word.
Chub?
No,
I mean, it kind of works to describe it.
I was wondering, like, if Brazil had, like, their version and it's, like, the direct translation of it.
No,
how is it that we don't actually discuss the trailer? We only discuss, like, how it makes our penises feel.
Because Vic is not here and we'll get in trouble.
But it's just the game.
Well,
I thought she meant the Force, or the...
I think she was talking about all of the Star Wars goodness, because... Her and I were like losing our shit on Twitter after we saw the Battlefront trailer. Pretty sure she wants to talk about that.
Here's the thing, audience. We want to try to do something like special for it, but we're gonna have to do a different recording time and all that. So we're still working on it, but you know.
Yeah, like, Vic really wants to be involved with that kind of stuff, and it seems unfair that she's not available to be on this podcast. So it would suck if we're just like, yeah, we're going to talk about all the things that you want to talk about while you can't be here. You know, that would be mean.
But hey.
All right, so
fucking
we can't talk about that trailer.
Is awesome.
Wait, what was awesome?
New and Tasty.
Oh yeah, it was pretty good.
What?
The game that you were talking about beforehand.
Oh.
You guys are more distracted than me, and I'm watching a football game.
Well, I've never heard of that. I don't know.
I heard Louise talk about it, and I looked it up, but I've never played the game, so I have no opinion.
Oh my god, TJ, hold on.
Oh, he's got a really good gamer erection going on right now.
Well, I've been playing recently.
That's weird
I've
because
been
you're actually watching people, Tyler. That's doesn't work that way.
I think it was last month, Xbox gave away BioShock Infinite for free, so I've been slowly working my way through that.
Oh, that game is so good.
Yeah, I know that there's a choice mechanic in it, right? Like your ending changes. So I just don't know what affects that. So I'm kind of afraid with everything I do. Like, should I steal? Should I violently murder people?
Oh man, Infinite is amazing.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty good. It holds up well. This was the first time I've touched my 360 in probably a couple months. So if it was enough to get me back on the 360, it was pretty decent.
Shout out to Luis, who just put a fucking trailer for a game in the chat that is no doubt going to distract us if we watch it. You idiot!
No, it's just... Oh, come on, that's just harsh. It's just that Jordan and TJ said they never even heard of it, so I'm putting a trailer in case they want to watch it later. So, you know.
Did I ever discuss on the podcast...
I'm not being paid by Oddworld Inc., by the way. Just
No.
But if they want to swing some cash my way...
Yeah. Did I ever discuss on the podcast that the old game used to actually scare me as a child?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. It was weird playing it through New and Tasty and the menus are still there and stuff. And I was like, oh boy, that's brought back some old, deep-seated fucking fear. Like, now it's fine. Because it's the same menu from the first game, right? Well, not the first game, but...
Yeah, it's pretty much the same menu.
Yeah, and I looked at it, and at first I was like, well, it's not scary. But then I was like, no wonder why this scared the shit out of me as a kid. You know, like, it is a bit weird.
It brought back a lot of memories.
Oh yeah, man. That scared the shit out of me when I was young.
I got my dad to watch it a little bit. He says he wants to play it at some point. And believe it or not, I actually made a gamer tag for my sister because she wants to play the game and she's already started it. And she'd never played games in her life. I mean, she played a little bit of Crash Bandicoot when we had the PlayStation 1, but...
The best? Well, not anymore, but the best.
PlayStation 1, more like best Station 1. I'm just gonna shut up for the rest of this podcast.
Yeah, go home. No, I'm joking, but Crash Bandicoot back then...
Where do you think I record?
But Crash Bandicoot in the good old days, oh my god, nothing could touch it. But now it's just simply not owned by Naughty Dog, so it's not the same.
Yeah, it's owned by Sierra, right?
Oh, and you would... This is what I don't
Sierra,
understand.
Go fuck yourselves.
This is what I don't understand. Sierra makes good fucking games. So what the fuck were they doing with Crash Bandicoot? And, like... Okay. I'm sure I've ranted about this before. So I'm going to keep it short. Yeah. But, like... Fucking Crash of Titans is, like, not the same game. The gameplay's good, but the characters are just stupid. Whereas, I understand that Crash Bandicoot in the past was kind of dumb, but it was cool, and it was awesome, you know? It wasn't painfully, you know, like... Okay, just to explain. When Crash Bandicoot saw a hog in the first game and kind of looks back at the camera... You're like, oh, he's going to do something stupid, but you're kind of on board with it. It was gestured to you. Whereas in the newer games, he would point up at an enemy's ship and go, look at that! I shit you not. And it's like, guys, come on, we understand that he's dumb, but he doesn't actually have to look like he's lost all intelligence since...
Yeah, like,
you know,
in the previous games, he doesn't talk. But
exactly.
It's more like, oh, he's a silent character. Like Link. Yeah. You don't think Link is, you know, his brain damaged or something. But the newest Crash Bandicoot, it's like, what the fuck happened to the poor soul? And at the end of the game, he says pancakes. It's the only fucking thing you can understand. He just yells, pancakes!
The one thing
That's it.
The one thing that gets to me about that scene as well, where he yells pancakes, is that there's 5 seconds of just awkward zooming in before it goes to the credits. And we've just lost a guest. She disconnected, right? Or lost connection. She's got the password to get back in here, right? Give her the password. You can send it to her. But, fucking... What I hated was... It was like... He's not this dumb. He simply isn't this dumb. Like, that's the whole point. I guess I over-elaborated like I tend to do. But the pancake scene is just... It's not funny, it's just really awkward. N Cortex in that game, I will give credit where credit is due. They wrote N Cortex's character really well for that game.
Yeah, that was good.
I did prefer, like, in the past, yeah, like the old scientist thing, kind of got generic quick. But in that where he was like an old, failing evil scientist that was really shit, I was like, yeah, that's kind of funny. Because he has been beaten quite a few times.
I miss playing Crash.
Yeah, well, it's still around, it's just not the same. Gosh damn it, MissJiinx, where are you?
I sent her the password. I think she's still trying to reconnect.
Oh, man.
Oh, there she is.
I might as well leave this in the podcast. Normally I cut stuff like this out, but we'll just add on a couple minutes at the end or something.
I'll be right back because I don't know if you saw the tweet. So.
It's TJ, you still there, buddy? We need to talk for the audience.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
We've lost Luis.
Have nothing to talk about involving Crash Bandicoot.
My internet just totally like shit itself.
It was like, oh my god, Crash Bandicoot, and then it died.
Get it? Because Crash?
Yeah, it crashed. Ah, that shit was fucking funny. I'm out of here.
Hey, get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
No.
Oh my god, what is happening?
TJ left. He doesn't have the password to get back in, I think. I don't know.
Fucking idiot.
Louise, send him the password. Can we not have like these backroom shenanigans?
Oh my god, what is happening?
Oh jeez, he just wanted to tell him the password. Yeah, Luis just left to tell TJ. This is very professional, guys.
I didn't think that out.
Yeah, you're like, haha,
sure
what's the password?
Oh man. Hey, speaking of gaming, how's streaming going, Jordan?
Really, really, really well, actually. Really well.
Sorry.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what do you want me to like?
Elaborate.
Yeah.
I mean, she answered the question.
Yeah, she did. That's what I loved about it.
Really, it's going well. I mean, I'm close to hitting 1,800 followers. Which means I'm closer to 2K. I'm on a really cool stream team. I've been raising a lot of money for Extra Life. Stuff like that.
That sounds like it's going really, really, really well.
It is going really well. I've raised almost $2,000 in charity. I've said I'm on that stream team, which are really with one of like a human person in like the esports world. I applied for my first sponsorship.
Nice.
I just finished up my first t-shirt campaign, sold triple what my original goal was, so that was awesome.
Wait, you have shirts?
Not anymore, I don't.
Damn. We could have totally plugged the shirts and been like, buy them here at... I don't know where they are.
What kind of stuff do you actually stream? Because I have never gotten a chance to see one of your streams. I
stream anything and everything. It's been a lot of Battlefield Hardline lately, because Battlefield Hardline. But yeah, I mean, I stream almost anything. I did a 24-hour stream that was completely Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts? Shit.
Yeah.
I need to probably watch that stream because I've been so busy recently. Like, I haven't been able to catch, just anything. So sorry that I haven't been able to watch your streams.
No, it's totally. I mean, I stream 5 days a week. I will always have more streams. If you can't make it, you can't make it. It's fine. And like, no, how dare you? You're a terrible human being, and I hate you because you don't watch me sit there and act like an idiot as I play video games.
Sometimes I do feel like that.
Well, you feel guilty because you missed the stream?
A little, because like I actually enjoy watching Jordan streams. So it's like, oh shit, I wish I could have been there. So, it's not that I feel like shit, but like I wish I could have been there, By the way, the details are going to be in the link shader, and you should absolutely try to catch her streaming at some point. Like, I don't watch a lot of streaming. It's kind of hard for me to keep up and all that, but it's really worth it. And I'm not just saying that because Jordan's here.
Yeah, the second
totally is 100% just saying that because I'm here right now.
You owe me $50.
Kissing ass.
No.
Yeah, this was totally brought to you by... We're gonna start like sponsoring the podcast and be like brought to you by MissJiinx, over Twitch.
This podcast.
We're not being sponsored by Jordan, but Jordan, if you want to sponsor us.
Yeah, I love you guys. But,
We haven't been sponsored by Air Jordans, but we've been sponsored by A Jordan.
Yay!
It was not me.
Oh, my leg. You know when your leg cramps?
No, because my leg isn't cramped.
Well, my leg is. That is not good. I'm
That
gonna
sounds
have
like
to
a you
probably walk
problem.
that off.
Just
Wait.
just walk around with your laptop. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
What could possibly go wrong? Everything. I was like, I need to stretch that out.
Yeah, I needed an explanation here. Is the game over?
What game?
The soccer game.
The soccer game that I'm watching, that I've been trying not to bring attention to,
Yeah.
it's got like a minute left, and Reading are losing at the moment.
Holy shit!
Yay,
It's just
praise the
not
spaghetti monster.
over.
It's a long game when it goes to extra time.
You just had to
But
bring it
that's-
up again, Luis, didn't you?
Yeah, man.
I'm just curious. I'm actually waiting for the moment in which Tyler.
Starts yelling.
I'm sorry, I'm having background noises here. I'm just waiting for the moment in which Tyler will become a hooligan, and then we can all just, try to calm his shit down, or not, or just simulate him.
Are any of you guys excited for the Avengers coming out soon?
Nah, yes, of course. Yeah.
Well, I feel obliged to ask.
It's certainly something that I really, 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 really want to see, but I'm not going to be able to until my uni's over, so whatever.
Wait, how come you're not gonna be able to see it till school's over?
Because I shit you not, my uni work has piled up so much that, in all honesty, I shouldn't even be on this podcast right now. I should be like... I feel like the more work I put into my essays, the longer and more stuff gets added on, I'm doing loads of work and it seems like there's more workload being added on before I can finish other work, The last year of uni is it's not to be fucked with, it's no joke.
Oh, I know how that feels. By the way, ultra excited for Avengers. I couldn't answer because my mom and sister were yelling.
Oh man, that would have been entertainment.
Well, sure,
Yeah.
if you guys could understand anything in Portuguese. Nah, they were just discussing house chores.
That would have been funny.
They were discussing by yelling at each other.
Pretty much, because my
Hey, do
mom
you wanna
was
do the
like on
dishes?
the other side of
No,
the
how
house, and my
about
sister's in my
you?
bedroom. But anyway, keep going, Tyler.
Well, I can tell you something now that you've got my full attention. The game has ended 2-1 to Arsenal. My home team has lost to players that are worth £42 million each, probably.
Suck it, Tyler! Woo!
And yeah, Jesus Christ, that's going to be hard to edit out.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh well, at least we got to the semi-finals. That's more that can be said than most teams. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to the semifinals. I wasn't playing, but I didn't get there.
Yeah, me neither.
So,
You noticed
we
me
were
being
recording the
angry about
podcast.
semifinals.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
We were recording the podcast and talking
Welcome
about
to
stuff.
almost an hour ago, Tyler.
It wasn't an hour. I know, because the game...
It was almost an hour.
Wow, really?
Speaking of
Oh.
hours, you guys, yes.
Jeez. That's something I want you to stop saying.
What? Speaking of?
Speaking of, because every time you
It's
feel
how
like
I
you're...
segue, son.
No, it's
There
not.
are better ways
It's-
to segue.
Yeah, there's better ways to segue. And on the last podcast, every time you felt a little bit awkward, you were just like, oh, speaking of...
No, here's the thing. On the
And
last
then you
podcast,
carry
I
on?
tried bringing up new subjects, but I wasn't being able to. And I wasn't on the top of my game. I was feeling a bit ill. Stop,
Oh,
man, stop saying I was awkward.
You gotta bring it out, man. You gotta perform. Like we're getting paid for it. You let all the
I was gonna
audience
say
down.
something, but it was really dirty and it would sound wrong. But it involved dicks and performing with dicks. So I'll let your
Since
imagination
when-
work on it.
Since when have we watered it down? You should have said that you were representing in your imagination a porn star or something. But never mind.
Hey, listen.
Speaking of...
Okay, in other news, see, that doesn't work. That just sounds fucking
fine.
weird.
That's great.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. You guys want to do some questions?
Depends. What were you going to talk about?
That was dry because there was no, nothing that would transition from the subject to the questions proposal.
You could just say,
oh
so
my
you guys
God,
want to do some
what
questions?
is happening?
See, like...
Mom and Daddy are fighting.
Very uncomfortable. Yeah. Why are Mommy and Daddy fighting? Waffalo! Why can't everybody just waffalo?
The funny thing about this is, like, when I bring up the tangents and the stuff like that, I really don't care. But there was something special about the last podcast when he said, speaking of, because sometimes nothing would have been brought up. And it would be like, speaking of the thing. This is like, well done, Lewis. Well done. I might have to edit that out from the original podcast release, So it might not actually be in the previous podcast, but there was one time where you said that. It's like, speaking of...
I was just gonna cry in the corner of my room now.
I have a question. Who's excited about TwitchCon?
I haven't heard of this.
You haven't? It's Twitch's first convention. It's happening in September.
Maybe is it going to be way too involved.
It's going to be in San Francisco.
Ooh.
What are they doing for it?
I don't know. They just opened up like panel submissions and stuff, but it's going to be like any other con, but for Twitch. For streaming.
Are they going to be streaming their convention?
I could actually stream at the convention. I could reserve like a pod for a little while and stream while I'm there. They have that set up. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's pretty interesting.
Weird.
And I'm actually thinking of using Periscope to stream like part of it while I'm there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's some Inception shit though, because like you got a bunch of streamers. Fuck me, Louise. Jesus,
you
that's
said
loud.
Inception.
But like you got streamers that are all going to be streaming each other's stream from the same place. Like you could wander around.
At least that's not as bad as like VidCon, where you've got all the vloggers just they aren't even talking to each other. They're all just walking around staring at their cell phones in midair.
That would be awkward. Like
that's probably what TwitchCon is going to be, because there's the app. Yeah. There is the app that Periscope, which you can live stream from. And so I guarantee you people, that's what I'm talking about. Like I was thinking about doing that for like the people that can't be at TwitchCon, be like, you can still kind of hang out. You can still you can chat in it and everything like that. So it's probably going to be like VidCon in that sense, that people are going to be live streaming it while they're there. Yeah. Because it's live streamers. It's what they do.
I would hope that they have free Wi-Fi. Otherwise, or you have unlimited data. Otherwise, it's going to be rough.
Could you imagine, like, the internet crashes, like, the first day that they're supposed to be doing anything, and it's just, like, everyone just doesn't want to be there.
The internet crashes and nobody knows what to do.
Like, everyone just breaks down and starts screaming at windows.
They just start passing out, like, cots and blankets, and it's
I'd be fine, because all of my favorite streamers are going to be there, and I'm actually might pass out and miss the entire weekend because I'm going to fangirl so hard, but, I mean, whatever.
Well, hey, how does a panel thing works? Like, is it like RTX? You can submit an idea for a panel and maybe they'll pick it.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Ooh, Jordan, you have you thought about it?
Good luck with that, Tyler.
No, I'm still super small time. I mean, by the time that TwitchCon comes around, I should have at least 3,000 followers if I keep up like with the like timetable that I'm at right now. But still, I'm gonna wait to do things like that until like maybe next year.
You know what?
I just want to go and hang out and like this is Twitch's first con. Like I want to go meet all my favorite streamers, like hang out, go party with them at the after party, like, and just like chill and do my thing. Like next year, maybe I'll think about something like that.
Still sounds like a solid plan.
Yeah. And when MissJiinx makes it massive, like when she becomes the biggest streamer in the world, because that's totally going to happen, she can look back she can look back at this podcast and be like, "Oh, back then I was small."
Yeah, and then she'll be secretly saying like,
Wait.
She'd be like, she would have totally forgotten us by then.
I never know.
Yeah, that would certainly
because I'm not. You
happen.
guys are so funny because I think the biggest person on Twitch forever and always will be Ray. I mean, hello, have you seen his first stream? Good lord,
Yeah,
he broke the donation button.
That's changed the game. Like, you know, when people come in and pioneer like a new way of thinking and stuff like music or whatever, Ray's just done that with streams, and it's just like, oh shit.
Or twerking.
Yeah, there's no way I can compare to that ever.
I can't compare to twerking.
Well, no.
Why would you bring that up, Luis?
I don't know. I could have said anything like, medicine, psychology, biology, chemistry, but twerking.
But
so you just related a bunch of different areas of scientific study to
no.
Ass.
What I said is I could have mentioned like, that could be compared to these other areas, but I decided to compare it to twerking because stuff and twerking.
Sometimes I like to say that like Luis has a one-track mind, but sometimes I just can't read him. Sometimes he's actually gonna mean these things one day.
Someday I'll be dead serious about twerking.
Yeah, we find out he's not joking.
Not that day.
Speaking of, no,
go fuck yourself. Stop saying speaking of. But hey, you guys want to do some questions?
I would love to do some questions.
I can't see why not.
No, actually, no. I feel like we should do some answers. Yeah. Sorry.
Boo!
Fucking, I'll own it till the end of my life. That was the funniest fucking shit you've heard all day.
Tyler, I should sigh directly into the mic, but I'm not going to be an asshole.
Exactly. Thank you, TJ.
Go fuck yourself, Tyler.
Thank you again.
So, questions.
Yeah. Wow.
They have them.
That
answers,
came out weird.
Probably.
Yeah, I forgot that we already answered the entire first page.
Wow, that's an achievement. Achievement unlocked.
Bleep bloop.
Achievables.
Don't forget, you can send your questions to us, audience. All right, so this one, wow, that's harsh, Jim. This one was sent by Jim Servac, and he asks, how would you like to kill Luis? Sad face, single tear.
All right.
Whoa.
Why?
Well, I've actually been thinking about this for a while.
Yeah, I've been planning this. Answer.
Wow.
No.
So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up this wedding between Luis and some random person he's not going to meet till he actually gets to the wedding.
And probably from Game of Thrones.
My whole family's going to be in there. His whole family's going to be in there. And then we're going to lock the door. And there are going to be a bunch of guys up in the balcony with a bunch of crossbows and stuff. And as you're getting carried away, all the guys with the crossbows are just going to start murdering everybody, including you.
Wait, would your family still be in there?
No, they'd be like safe.
TJ, you're a fucking idiot.
They'd be like in a cone of silence or protection or something.
They're just gonna hope that the people with the crossbows are very accurate.
Luis, I would be worried. That's quite a lot of thought to put into that.
Well, I'll tell you, George R. Martin did most of the thinking for me.
Yeah, you say that, Jordan?
But still.
That's because you haven't heard my answer yet.
Oh, Lord. Luis, why do you hang out with these people?
Now's the part where Tyler makes me look like a saint.
I don't know why. Just, what am I doing with my life? Just one question, TJ.
Oh, God.
You said you would try to get me married to someone I don't even know. Is she hot?
Yeah.
That's make or break.
Like, at first you'll think she's ugly, but then you'll get there, and it turns out she's hot.
Yeah,
and then he's gonna slaughter you. You'll never even get to consummate the marriage. How's that?
Well, yeah, that's a fair point. Huh. So, in the end, you would still be an asshole. Not an entire asshole, because, she's hot, but, yeah.
Well, I mean,
DJ.
I wouldn't be able to
fuck you.
I wouldn't be able to lure you there if she wasn't hot.
Yeah, because you're one-track minded. You needed a girl that could twerk.
You just want to use that word today, don't you, Tyler?
Yeah, I just do.
Yeah,
It's
one
so
track mind.
funny.
Did you learn that recently?
No.
It's like Tyler just spent the entire 15 minutes before this podcast, A, watching the soccer game, and B, reading a dictionary for new words.
And he got
One track
twerk.
mind.
He got twerk, he got one track minded age, and that's as far as he got.
And YOLO, Swaggins, and
Now you're
God,
just naming
why?
off people.
Shout out to Nick Gons.
That was weird. I could hear my own voice. Jordan, what the fuck?
Boom, chicka, boom.
It's all kicking off.
That's
Sorry,
weird.
I broke my headset. It's fine.
Are you sure it's okay?
I thought Tyler's plan was to have his evil twin to kill me.
All right. Oh yeah, that's the question right now. Okay, right. Now, plan this out. You've heard of concrete, like, are they called cement shoes or concrete shoes or something that mafia uses to get rid of problems?
No, I have not heard of these.
Well, essentially, the thing is, I don't know if it's actually a thing that people do, or if it's just something, when people
Can I just
sleep...
take a guess at it?
Yeah.
You, pour concrete in a box, and you basically cement somebody's shoes together and then drop them in the ocean?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sleeping with the fishes,
Yeah, well, just pointing out, there are probably easier ways to drown somebody.
No. That's not the end of this, though. I'm going to do that. Not the ocean bit. He's going to have cement blocks around his feet.
Wait. I'm gonna or you would?
No.
These are very different things, my friend.
Right. Let me explain it from the beginning. Luis, this is how I would kill him. He's got 2 different cement blocks around both his feet, and they're separated. And
Swag.
then, for charity, so there's a good cause coming out of this, people get to pay to kick him in the bollocks, and it will carry on until he eventually dies.
Wow.
That's how it's going to happen.
So are the cement shoes to keep him from running?
Yes! There's no way he can move from cement blocks like that.
So what's to stop him from,
You're a fucking
covering
barbarian,
his junk?
Tyler.
What's to stop him from covering his junk?
Yeah.
You know what? I may have overlooked that, but you can just handcuff his hands behind his back,
Now that's just sounding like masochism, or
Also, at some point,
BDSM
wouldn't
or
his
something
balls
like that.
just die? Like he wouldn't even feel it anymore.
Next, you're gonna say I'm covered in leather. You.
Oh, you
Well-
went there.
30 minutes in,
that
turns out
sounds
Luis
like a
likes it.
fetish, Tyler. Please, just don't.
Oh. So I got the feeling this would be disrespectful to ask, but Luis, how would you kill yourself?
Wait, we haven't
Wow,
heard
all
Jordan
right.
yet.
What? Can we? No, I'm not answering this question.
It's not
Hey,
like we're
hey,
actually going to
We
do
just
this.
want
No,
to
no, no.
elaborate
And
to
it's not
people
like
that
I'm
we
gonna-
have no
no.
intention to
But
kill
if
Luis.
I were, for some reason, I need to kill an alternate version of myself from another universe or something, personally, I think I'm a pretty cool guy. So, something like Death by Snoo Snoo. You guys have watched Futurama,
Yeah.
right? So,
And you said I
buddy,
had the fetish.
Hey, I never watched that episode. I just get it as banging so much that you end up dying. But there are those big muscular ladies, so I think that's the fetish part you mentioned. So not exactly that. Let's just say booty and pancakes. So enough booty and pancakes to kill my alternate version from another universe.
I almost feel sorry, now. I almost feel like I have to apologize to Jordan because since she's been here, we've brought up ass, pancakes, twerking, and loads of shit that she probably wouldn't want to hear about. Sorry, Jordan.
Dude, you really have not seen my streams.
True.
Especially my 24-hour one. We spent 30 minutes talking about penises.
That's tame. No, sorry.
No, it's really not. You can check out the highlight on my Twitch channel.
I might. I reckon our audience should as well.
Was that a shameless self-plug?
Wink.
Well, it's not
yeah.
that shameless when I kind of helped.
Note for future Luis, put that on the link shitter. Stream highlight. Also, high five to you, sir.
Wow.
That was a high five.
That's a clap.
That's depressing that you have to tell yourself to high five yourself. You can't
Jordan,
even get
really?
people
You're
to-
talking about being depressing? Two of my friends are just saying their plans to kill me, and you think that's depressing?
I'm sorry, Luis, but like,
you know what? It's your fault. You continue to hang out with these people. That is a choice that you have made. You have to live with your life decisions.
Hey, at least I wanted to give him a hot girl first.
A hot girl, and then he wouldn't be able to like sleep with, and then instantly kill everybody. That makes
that's
it
not
okay.
what a wedding's about.
But at least it wouldn't be a forced marriage with someone not as hot. So, you know.
And who knows? A hot girl might kick you in the bollocks. It's potentially there. So...
No, Tyler, that just sounds like that sounds fetishist. And you, Jordan, do you have an answer for that?
No, actually, because I like Luis, and I wouldn't want to kill him.
Yay! Thank you, Jordan.
Like, in all honesty, like me and TJ. Well, I can't speak on behalf of TJ.
Okay, what if it was like Luis from an alternate universe?
Yeah.
Like evil Luis.
I'm awesome in every single universe.
Make him stream for 48 hours. I almost died after 24. You could probably die after 48. I don't know.
True.
I've like never thought. I wouldn't.
Okay, think about it this way. He's like the Brazilian version of Hitler.
What?
What's the difference, TJ? Am I right?
Did you realize that, culturally speaking, that makes absolutely no sense, right?
It doesn't have to. We got the picture.
If Hitler had won the war, if there is one nation he would probably kick the shit out, the first thing he could would be Brazil.
And not England?
Well, he was a fucking idiot anyway.
He was a fucking idiot anyway. I would love if someone wrote an essay about Hitler and that quote was used right at the end and have a reference to this podcast.
According to Luis,
according to a very
Sloth,
reputable source,
2015 was an idiot anyway.
Gosh.
Oh man. But anyway, thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that.
Oh, to go back to the questions, for that particular question, we always answer the questions no matter how silly they are, and I just want to make it 100% clear. I only answered it like that because it was one of the questions, you know? Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm sure it was.
Sure, buddy, sure.
It's not like I had thought about it for very long.
No, that super detailed plan was not thought about at all.
Yeah.
I just ripped mine off of the TV show.
An underground bunker, just asking for a friend.
Wait, what?
You happen to know an underground bunker with, like, big-ass steel doors?
Yeah, nah, bruh, you're on your own.
Yeah, I have one right under my house. There's a hot girl in it, too.
You can get married to her right away.
But you can't sleep with her.
Plus, we think about it like this.
That is like the biggest case of blue balls ever.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
Here's your hot wife, now die.
It would be probable that, person will die of blue balls before the crossbows actually killing.
And I just thought, like, Luis, what the hell, man? Like, you think my idea of killing you's bad? It's for charity. You're doing good. Sorry. We should do questions.
What? Oh my god.
You know there are a lot better ways to raise money for charity,
Luis.
Tyler.
Yeah, there are a lot better ways to raise money for charity.
Guilt trip him about it.
And
be like,
that
you wouldn't die
is
for
a tip
charity?
for our audience. Don't raise money
play
killing
video
your friends. That's bad.
At the end of this, before we move on to the next question, I just had to say, just kidding, Luis, I love you.
No, you're not doing it right.
Go on, TJ, you own it better than I do.
I'm sorry, baby, I love you.
There we go. Now we can move on.
We need a soundboard of that. Alright then. This next one was asked by Sunny88P. And his question is, if heaven and hell were both on Earth, where do you think they would be?
Oh shit.
Let's see. Hell would be Florida.
Broke.
Just pointing that out there.
Wait, hell would be Florida?
Yes, Florida is hell.
Hell would be actually my place of employment.
You open the door and it's like, God! Like red stuff everywhere.
It might as well be.
Welcome, Jordan. Oh, hey, Stan.
Oh
The
god.
coffee machine is broken again. Oh shit.
Whoa. Fuck. I'm actually just trying to stall myself because I'm trying to think of something cool to say that's not political.
You know what? I like Jordan's idea so much. I'm gonna steal her idea.
Oh, man, be original.
Hey, be original.
Sorry, Jordan.
So, where would heaven be? Because all three of you are like, yeah, this is where hell is, but where is heaven for you guys?
Well, I mean,
this cat.
I've always wanted to go to Austin, Texas.
No, my heaven is in this castle that's in fucking Chattanooga, Tennessee. $1.6 million. I'm trying to win the lottery and get a stream house.
There's a castle in America.
It's a mansion that's very castle-esque. My castle.
Damn.
I'll allow it.
And it has like 7 rooms and 6 bathrooms, and we'll a pool, and we'll have fiber optic internet, and that's my heaven anyways. That's where heaven would be.
So can we just make a pact right now? If one of us like wins the lottery or wins a lot of money, we just get that house before she does.
Fuck you. No, I already have a group of people working on winning the lottery to buy that house. You can go fuck right off. We've actually already started planning renovations today. You touch that house, I will come and I will kick your ass. I will fucking kill you. I'll get you a hot wife and kill you.
But how will you kill me if I have a mansion and a security force? And
please. You underestimate my skills.
Do you know what I've just realised? Like, this could be the established beginning of like a massive rivalry if one of us now win the lottery and buy that house.
It'll be my group against yours.
we both win the lottery at the same time, and the realtor is just like peeing. He's so happy because he has 2 people trying to buy it.
Yeah, but it's okay because I have a friend who lives in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and so he could just like be up all in that shit, no problem, and buy that house before any of you could even get to it.
Please, we just need to pee on the wall and claim
this
it
is
as
the
our
information
own.
age. You don't need to physically.
Do you think I won't pee on that wall to claim it? Bitch, please.
Whose territory is it if it's
just
exactly the same time?
2 people being on the wall and the realtor's just standing in the corner like, what the fuck is going on?
For some reason, I think Jordan has got us outnumbered because when we think about it, like, there's 5 of us, and how many of them?
Well, there's 5 total of my group, plus my entire Panda Force, which is everybody that follows me, and they love me dearly. So you'd have to fight almost 1,800 people.
Yeah, like if we were keeping it just to like the main members, that's 5 on 5. We could like, I'm not kidding. If that actually happened, you could get like all the audiences from both of them betting on who would win the fight and make more money.
I feel like I have somebody who was a black belt in some sort of
we've lost.
I have a black leather belt.
I have a friend
Is Mayo an instrument?
He knows like the basics of capoeira. Kind of. I may be exaggerating a bit.
Is that the Brazilian martial art thing?
It's a Brazilian dance fighting, but it's the
keyword
is fighting.
No,
capoeira.
The keyword is fighting.
Burgers, capoeira. That's what it is. Bob's Burgers.
He knows the basics. The going back and forth.
The Eddie Gordo.
Ding, 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 ding. That's the common song.
Whoa, Louise knows it. See, we'll kick your ass. We know it.
No. You know what? Even better. All right, Jinx, you can have the house, but we'll just build a bigger house next door.
Yeah, but by that time we'll be like super rich and famous. We could just buy out like all the property.
To be honest, though, that would be kind of cool if we did that. Like, it's really benefiting both of us because we would leave each other alone.
No. It'd be like McDonald's and Burger King. Because
Microsoft
you guys would be McDonald's, but we would be Burger King. We wouldn't be as popular, but we all know who's there.
Oh my god. We're not even in the same industry. Like, they're streamers and we're podcasters, and it's
we'd be doing our podcast, they'd be streaming. We'd just be glaring angrily at each other through the windows while we're doing it.
Oh, that would be fucking hilarious. Like, in one of the streams.
No, I'll be too busy having fun getting drunk, singing NSYNC and streaming to glare at you evilly through the window.
There's like one.
But, I mean, Tyler has a point. You know, it's kind of like different kinds of online entertainment. Because otherwise, we would be competing with like porn stars and and shit. So
if we were living next to
let's
porn
be
stars, that
honest,
would be a different
I
story.
think they have more views than
Luis,
both
you're going
of
to be our
us.
chief liaison with the porn industry.
Mhm. Exactly.
No, I didn't understand those.
You're going to be in liaison with them.
With the porn industry.
Well, I mean,
You're like, I'm Brazilian. That's all that needs to be said.
wow, that easy? Damn.
Fucking apparently.
Well,
I
fucking
don't actually
apparently
know. I know nothing.
Oh,
you know
man.
nothing, Jon Snow.
Anyway, do these locations have to be like actual places?
Oh, that's right. We're asking.
Yeah,
the question.
I would imagine. Because
Should we just say that they're countries? Or can we say specific places like the workplace?
Well, I mean, if you say, for example, Brazil, there are some really shitty places here, but some really cool ones. So,
well,
I guess the same would go for England, the USA, and all that.
Yeah.
North Korea is pretty shitty.
Hey, are you talking shit about Best Korea?
Are you talking about my grandmaster?
Shut up.
No, it's not Grandmaster. It's Supreme Leader Tyler. Gosh, get it right.
Supreme leader.
You can't disrespect him like that.
Do you really want to get shot, Tyler? Please. Show
I
some
mean,
respect.
I think
Tyler wouldn't even get shot. He would just drop dead from the offense he caused to the great leader.
did you know
Supreme
he
Leader.
could travel to the sun and back
You
in
can
one
use
night?
any acronym you want, but he's the great Supreme Leader, glorious leader, delicious
Omega
leader.
EX plus
You
Alpha.
can use any adjective you want.
He's like the Dead Rising 3 title that was just out of control, but like with leader written at the end in crayon. So there we go.
God.
Oh my God.
Crayons!
We said it wasn't going to get political.
Yeah, I've managed to bring up 2 dictators in one podcast.
Exactly.
I'm on a roll.
Nice. Third one to
Okay.
get an achievement.
I've got an answer to the question, and it's going to sound nerdy. But in Final
What?
Fantasy VIII, there
Hey, it
was
has to be a real place.
Yeah, no, yeah, I
He
know,
said-
but it's comparing it to that. In Final Fantasy VIII, there's 2 islands that are very rare and very, like, odd. Like, there's nothing special about them, but when you're on them, it says it's, like, the island closest to heaven, and there's also another one that's, like, the island closest to hell, but they're on opposite sides of the map. So I would want something similar to that, so they're polar opposite to each other. So, North Pole, heaven, South Pole, hell, or vice versa. You know, I would love it if that was how it worked. So someone would go like up, and it's like, oh, here's heaven. People go to Antarctica one day, and it's just fucking flames everywhere. The exact opposite of what you would expect. Like people
Just stick
worrying
around
about
for another
climate
50
change.
years, Tyler. You may not be too far from the truth.
Yeah, people are worried about climate change, and then they go one day and it's hell, and it's like, oh, this is what's causing it. Anyone else? That's my answer.
I don't know.
Best answer.
I mean, I've seen some really pretty pictures of castles in Scotland, so maybe one of those. You know, with adequate plumbing and internet, of course.
Heaven needs internet.
I mean,
man.
for heaven. Well, you know, if they were on Earth, so, you know. In hell,
Sorry.
I can think of a few places that could be hell-like. For instance, there was this one time, my sister was buying a dress for her graduation party, and it was like, my mom asked me, oh, me and your sister are going to the mall, you want to come? And I was like, well, you know, what are you guys going to do there? I don't know, just walk around. So they didn't tell me anything about the dress. So I was like, well, I'm sure, I'm not doing anything. So we went. And then I sat for hours and hours and hours waiting for them to pick a fucking dress. And the store was so fucking crowded. It was it was a nightmare. There were like a bunch of women just screaming at each other because of dresses. And, you know, just, it was awful. So probably a clothing store during a sales.
Were there people fighting?
Oh, I know.
The sales part just implies everything. You know,
Walmart
people
on Black
fighting
Friday.
and shanking each other.
Oh god.
Oh, I do have a good one. Holy shit! Yes, that one. Did you just mock me?
Yes.
Fuck you. There's a street in the city of São Paulo called 13 de Maio, which is a big ass shopping. It's not a shopping center, as like a mall, but it's a center where people shop. Anyway, that place usually is crowded, and it really reminds me a lot of hell sometimes. If that place had a Black Friday sale, then that would be absolutely hell. So I'm gonna go with that answer. Boosh. Your turn.
Your turn, internet. Wait, yeah, TJ, you didn't say what heaven was your answer, and I don't think Jordan did either.
Yes, I did. I said it's the mansion in Tennessee, and that started that whole riot thing.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
I've given my answers.
That was such a good... That was such a good tangent, though, that I totally forgot that was a part of the question. Yeah, TJ, what's your heaven? Don't say the same place that Jordan said.
I was tempted, but then that would make me a dick. So...
What's new? Oh, sorry, that was a bit under the belt. I'm sorry, baby, I love you.
I don't know.
Jon Snow?
I mean, I honestly can't think of any one place that I would call heaven, because all in all, the Earth seems kind of shitty. But
there's got to be something.
I don't know,
because there's been some really pretty pictures I've seen.
If I just tone it down a little and didn't call it heaven, just a place I'd really like to visit, I'd say, I wouldn't mind visiting Austin, Texas. Seems like a pretty cool place.
Yeah, like if we were doing it like that, I would say,
But this comes from somebody
South Korea.
who's never been to like RTX or anything, so I'm sure people that have gone are like, "Oh, it's no big deal."
It really is no big deal.
See?
Yeah.
Speaking of, who's going to RTX this year? Anybody?
I wish.
I'm planning on getting a job over the summer and trying to save up. And hopefully they don't run out of tickets.
The Shifty Keys
far too much for me to go.
The Shifty Keys need to plan out a year that we're all gonna go, like all together with a ton of money. Get suits and stuff.
I'm probably going to be a part-time student next year, so maybe then.
If we manage to have like a really, a bigger audience, we could even try for a panel. No, I'm not complaining.
This is big enough.
Don't get me wrong. I
They're
know.
the
I'm
biggest,
just saying,
audience
big
I've
enough
ever
for them to
seen.
consider a panel for us.
Or maybe we could get a spot on like if they start a panel with different community podcasts.
Yeah, that would be great too.
Yeah, because how many other podcasts are there on the website? There's the forum thread. I know about that one.
A lot seem to come and go, which really, like, I'm going to give a shout out to some people. Like, Quirky had one at one point. That disappeared.
For 1 minute.
Yeah, like The Lounge. I don't know if you guys heard of those, but they're very on and off. But they were very good. They had 2 people on their podcast, and they kept me really entertained throughout it. And that rarely happens with podcasts. Like, when there's 2 people, it sounds kind of boring, But they kept it really entertaining. And a lot of people don't keep going for like 60 odd weeks like we have. Jesus Christ. We're like fucking veterans of this shit now, and I feel like it's not a good word to use. It just shows that we have no life.
Yeah, I don't know what's on the site anymore. I'm not on the site anymore.
Yeah. Should we discuss that, or should we just...
Sorry, should we discuss what?
I don't know what's on the site anymore because I'm not on the site anymore.
Yeah.
Jordan, please.
But what? Please what?
Yeah, please what?
Please come back to us.
She's here, you fucking idiot.
I'm right here.
I know.
Please come back. It's like on the podcast.
Baby, come back. Oh, wait, you're actually right here.
Any kind of fool could say copyright.
No, that's been solved.
Kick our dicks.
And you ruined it.
We can sing.
We should start an acapella group.
No, don't do that, please. Don't do that.
Jordan, start. Go.
No, hell no.
The funny thing is, TJ and I are musicians, and we both immediately turned around and said no. Well, TJ suggested it, but I immediately said no.
Alright, so do we want to do another question, or do we want to wrap this up? Because
I think we can wrap it up.
Can we do one more question? Because I want to make things super awkward for Luis, because I know he's probably closed the tab.
No, it's not closed at all.
We should do another one for fun. I meant.
All right, then.
We can afford it.
We
can stretch
can we
the budget.
though? We should really. We could use some more questions. Just saying, putting it out there.
Nah, it's fine.
There is one that you asked, and that I really wanted to answer with you on the podcast.
Oh shit! Which one is it?
Because I feel like you try to make things awkward.
Yes, that's what I try doing.
So, well, shit. There's actually two. Okay, so I was the one that is not about being awkward, but that I want to know, because I think the answer is kind of obvious. So TDBTyler, who's that? I don't know. Asked, do any of you have a song that you love, but everyone around you seems to hate? If so, what is it? Before Tyler says anything, my bet is on K-pop.
How did you know?
I don't know.
Okay. It's actually, I didn't think this question was going to be used against me. I thought it was going to be another question, so I have to think about it for a sec.
Shit, I have one, but I can't remember the name. Hold on. I'll look it up here.
Because this is the weird thing. I remember I specifically asked this because I had this issue. Like, there was a situation where everyone hated this one song, and I was like, you know what? It's not actually that bad. And that's why I asked the question, but now I can't remember what the fuck it was.
I remember which one it was. You guys know the Talking That Shit song from the RT Shorts? Yeah. So I really like that song, but at least the people who rode in the car with me the other day, like, it was my sister and my mother. I think my father listened to that one too. But anyway, they hated that song. They really don't like it because I think it's kind of repetitive. You know, he says Talking That Shit a lot. So I think because it's really repetitive, they don't have the patience for it. So there you go.
Well, just FYI, I imagine if I played that song to my parents, they probably wouldn't like it either. But that's because they don't like profanity when it comes to the media, despite the fact that they love profanity in language. You know, actually talking.
Well, they haven't listened to this podcast, have they?
No, they haven't. But like, if I so much as put on like I don't put on any of my favorite rock songs because, you know, every once in a while there'll be like one F-bomb, and then my mom would be like, "Oh, this is terrible."
Yeah.
But so I guess if you look at it as people around me being my family, the song that I like that nobody else does would be My Entire Music Library.
Which consists mainly of Katy Perry.
Baby, you're a firework. I don't know the lyrics to the song.
Make him go,
Oh my god, what even?
What kind of crack are you on today?
What's exact brand?
Let me smoke some of that.
Eric.
I think
we all need to be on your level.
For me, there's bands that it really happens to. Like, I'm going to keep it away from K-pop because fucking everyone hates the shit that I like from K-pop.
Just because I made a bet on that. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to avoid that on purpose. But there were some songs from Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco that I actually really, really liked. But there were people that were always like, "Oh, this band sucks." And I'm like, yeah, but like, I didn't know this song came from that band. Like, I heard that people hated the bands. Like, I thought like people thought they were Tame or a pop group or something, like Tame Rock. I don't know, fuck it. But people seem to hate them. And I was like, actually listening to their songs, not knowing who the fuck what they were, they do actually have some good songs.
One band that was really going bad recently was Maroon 5 with this change of style and shit.
The new stuff, yeah. The old stuff I love.
I heard that, like, before Adam Levine was on The Voice, they were really going down. But then, like...
Going down
I
swinging?
think it was... I don't know. But I think after The Voice, their fame picked up a bit, so now they're okay.
I'm sure they were fine. Didn't they release moves like Jagger before he was on there?
Yeah, but
they had loads of money
still. That song's not really that much of a big deal.
That was played constantly over here. Like, all the fucking time.
I mean, freaking Assim Você Me Mata played like hell, and it's a really crappy song. Not saying that Moves Like Jagger is an awful song, but it's very different from what they used to make. Like, if you take songs about Jane and their latest album, whose name I don't even know, it's like two completely different bands.
Yes. I do love the Songs About Jane album. I've got that somewhere. Good. Shiver is one of my favourite ones, which is kind of ironic, because when I was listening to that, I didn't know what it was about. It's about stuff related to sex, so... yeah.
Oh my god.
That's half of that album, to be honest.
What isn't about sex, anyway?
Yeah. What's sex got to do with it?
Could you be any more awkward about it? Sex is sex. It's the thing that people do. Don't get weird.
I can make it weirder.
People put things in their things and put things in people's things. That's how the world works.
Oh
sex
God,
for dummies.
Yeah,
Louise, you could write the book.
The Birds and the Bees for you, Tyler.
Louise, bringing you sex for dummies. You get your thing, and you get her thing, or whoever's thing, and then you put the things together, and it makes happy things. Oh, God.
Yay!
No, that's probably how awkward I can make it.
Well,
Sorry,
I think
Jordan.
it's time that I leave.
And on that note, we're wrapping this up. We need a question for the audience. So, Jordan, it's your turn.
Oh, I was supposed to think about a question, wasn't I?
Yeah.
You do that all the time, like, oh shit, that caught me off guard again.
Well, okay, I'm very busy. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean anything bad by it.
I'm very busy, and I always forget about the whole thinking of a question thing. Well...
Peer pressure, peer pressure.
Hey, that's my line. Peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure.
I guess I got peer pressured out of it.
What platform do you prefer to watch your content on? Do you prefer it live, or do you prefer it like recorded? Do you prefer YouTube or Twitch, or do you like them both?
This sounds like a research methods question. You know, like this is.
No, like I'm just like I prefer Twitch compared to, I mean, because it's fun to be able to interact with the person that you're watching, whereas YouTube can't.
Yeah.
But in YouTube, there are things you can do that you can't do, like live streaming.
Yeah. All right, then. So, everyone, thank you so much for listening. Jordan, thank you so much for being with us today.
It's good to be here. Thanks for having me, guys.
And don't forget to listen to the outro to find out how to interact with us. But if you think it's too long, didn't listen, links in the description. Go check out our group. We need questions if you want to. We need answers for the audience. Anything. And don't forget to check Jordan's stuff. The links will also be in the description, or the link shitter, which
also
is
don't forget to donate
name.
to our Steal Jordan's mansion fundraiser. That will also be in there.
No, please donate to my Extra Life campaign. My dad and I are gonna get drunk. And,
I mean, that is
play
actually
Just Dance. 10 out of 10 worth it.
I mean, that is actually a nice recommendation. But if you still have money after donating to them, donate to our fund to buy the big ass mansion. And until next week, don't go to drugs. I feel like I haven't talked about drugs in a while.
Yeah. That's fine. Perfectly fine.
I got the feeling like if they haven't turned it off already, I think we have to say this. I'm sorry, Louise. I love you.
Is there a way to save this?
Oh yeah, there is.
I'm sorry, baby. I love you.
I just faded it out all the way through the awkwardness. Bye. That's how I'm ending it. Fuck it.
Fart noises. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Shifty Key Podcast. The intro and outro music is provided to us by our editor, TDBTyler. To get more involved with the Shifty Key Podcast, you can answer the questions for the audience asked by our guests, or Even ask the cast a question of your very own, either here in the YouTube comments or in our Rooster Teeth group. To keep updated with this channel's shenanigans, you can follow us on Twitter, join and watch our group on Rooster Teeth, or simply subscribe. All links will be in the description. Until next week, goodbye.
Hey everybody, my name is Luis, aka SpartanSloth, and today we have...
Wow,
TJ.
you just butchered my introduction.
No, I was introducing myself as TJ.
No, you're doing it wrong. I never introduced myself as just TJ.
Oh yeah, you're right. Fuck. I've done it wrong.
Well,
it's not canon.
You used to before you stopped your meds.
Just finished.
I didn't stop my meds, I started your meds. Yeah, this is pretty much over.
Yeah,
this is just Easter
I
eggs.
don't know.
ending Easter
I have
egg.
to go to GameStop.
You can go on there, get your games. It's important for streams.
Hey,
What?
if
Sorry.
you meet James there, tell him I send a high five.
Who? What?
James from GameStop.
Who the fuck is that?
What are you talking about?
You know there's going to
Exactly.
be a James there as
You
well.
said
It's
I
going
was
to be
off my
super
meds.
awkward.
You all are off your meds.
Yeah,
we all
I think
are.
that's
Everybody's
established.
insane. It's okay.
There was actually a guy that worked at my local GameStop named Jack Price.
Named
While
what?
I was at GameStop with my brother Jack Price.
You should have been like, discount. My brother's got the same name. Fuck's sake, Luis.
It was really
like,
awkward.
really.
But it was really awesome too. It was the Skyrim midnight launch.
Sweet.
It's like we were so psyched for Skyrim, and then holy shit, this guy's stealing our name. Well,
And then
stealing
you were
his name.
like, who was born first? So that really is a deal breaker. on who
Whoever
stole
was
who.
born first is the Dragonborn.
Yeah. And then you were like, you know what? I don't want Skyrim anymore. This has been satisfying. And just left.
Can I just say that like finding a job is really hard for me because I have no experience. Everywhere I go, they're like, "Oh, hey, cool. Well, you don't have any experience. Sorry, we can't hire you." What? It's an entry-level position. Sorry, we still need experience.
Yeah.
Sorry, we need 10 years experience. What?
I know the podcast is over, but that's a really good point for the Easter egg. That's why I went to uni, because it was like, over here in the UK, the system was fucked after a little while, and it was like, you need experience or you need a degree to get any kind of job.
On top of that, I have really bad timing. There's probably one place that I'd be willing to work at, like food-wise. Like I don't really see myself as a waiter or like working in fast food. But there's this pizza place, like down the road, and I tried. Like they literally have a sign up that says we're hiring. So I walk in there and I'm like, "Hey, are you guys hiring?" And they're like, "No."
So it just happened.
What?
Well,
Shit. You know the problem there,
Why
though?
do you put
Did you
the
ask?
sign there then?
Did you ask a worker there?
Yeah. He's like,
That's where you've gone
I
wrong.
just hired 2 people this morning. It's like, why you do this?
No, you know what you got to do is like, can I talk to your manager? And then ask, because they're probably replacing him or whoever it was.
Oh, that's true.
So that's just turned you away. Just stopped from finding his replacement.
Even better, ask for a piece of pizza, then you start eating, you ask for the manager, and then when the manager gets there, you go like, "Hey, this pizza is really good. Can I work here?" Boom.
what?
Yeah. Boom.
Because you
I
made a compliment to the pizza, so he has to give you a
But
job.
they
Oh,
at
the
It's
least
manager.
rules.
I don't.
Yeah, but it sucks, that whole thing of, we need experience for you to get this
The
job.
only option that I have is to work fast food, and I really don't want to do that, but I'm probably gonna have to.
Yeah, and it sucks because it's like, you need experience to work here, and it's like, well, where am I supposed to get that from if no one will hire me? And it's like, oh great, fast food will hire me. How will that help me get a job here? You know?
It's like, you see those guys across the street? Yeah, they'll hire you. I'm like, okay, go over there. It's like, you see those guys across the street? They'll hire you. I just came from
Yeah.
there.
Fuck that. Anyway, this Easter egg's gone on pretty long. It's funny because I was the one that said the podcast should be shorter, and I was the one that elongated it, so I'm sorry.
You and your
Yeah,
rants.
this one is a bit longer today, but hey, YOLO, right?
Yeah, editing fun times for Tyler.
Wait. Bye.
Oh yeah, that's right. Goodbye.
Cut.
So
Cut.
long, farewell,
Cut.
Avida they all do.
Before he starts singing again, please.
You and you.
I realised that I was the one recording, so that's why I haven't stopped. Sorry.